Okay, we're going to start the meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Can you have a moment of silence, please? Roll call, Corinne?
Counselor Chamberlain?
Here.
Counselor Heising?
Here.
Counselor Schneider?
Here.
Council President Stickley?
Here.
Counselor Simon?
Here.
Counselor T-Room?
Here.
We have 6 members present. We have a quorum.
Okay, thank you. Council has had time to review the prior meeting's minutes. We get a motion to move on those?
They're very well written. I'll make a motion.
I will second.
Motion to approve the prior meeting minutes moved by Counselor Chamberlain and seconded by Counselor Heising. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Okay, thank you. Let's see, committee reports. We have personnel committee.
Oh, that's, I guess, me. We had 3 different matters that we discussed. One was our current HR situation. We had the 1 year with Michelle Wing, and she was present to kind of go over how the year has gone and any recommendations that she had going into 2025. And she would like to stay on. She did talk about some of the, and she was supported by the department heads kind of letting us know how things were going, how she had kind of helped. It seemed to be helpful that she was well versed in the lexipol issues that come up, and she would like to stay on next year. And the only change, I asked what difference she would like in her contract if she did stay on, and she would like 1 extra hour a week. Harold, do you think I missed anything with that part of it?
Yeah, I think that does it.
Okay. We also discussed there, the mayor and department heads wanted to bring up some compensation issues, mainly the department heads, and they had a formula that they have worked out to kind of keep, say, chief from from getting too close to the same level as the assistant chief. So some issues that have come up, they had a formula worked out to kind of prevent that from happening. I think that Council President Stickley and I both felt that we wanted to see it in action a little bit more. It was a little difficult to see from the formula that they gave us what it would actually look like in use. So we wanted some more information about that. And so Jamie is going to work on some numbers to show us what it would look like if we did approve it. And the third issue, it was about non-union employees in Keith's department. Not just, was it just your department? No, across the board. Non-union employees across the board, and they had some very reasonable requests. For instance, the clothing allowance could be increased a bit. Just boots alone, you know, we discussed the price of those and needing to at least have a pair of boots a year. Going up a little bit in the clothing allowance, they're requesting to be pretty reasonable, but we did not have any recommendations at this time because we wanted to see those specific numbers before we made a recommendation as far as the compensation plan. Anything further,
No,
Harold?
I think that's good.
Okay.
Will that be in their budget request then?
Well, yeah, I have to go back to personnel. They can go over everything, see the numbers, and bring them back to you guys, and definitely by the 1st of December when the budget's supposed to be. Okay. Thank you. So no action on any of those.
No.
None
So
at
then
this
we're going to move on to department head reports. Bill?
October was a very busy month with fire prevention. We had
what we came up with, 509 kids, 95 adults, just in community contact between tours, education, between the facilities. That doesn't include trick or treat, which we're grateful it was a safe trick or treat this year. Seemed like the community was out and about. We ended the month with 128 incidents for October, and that puts us just under 1,300 year to date. And the only big thing going on downstairs right now is the magnet grip installers are in-house installing the second half of the system. That's it.
Questions?
Your cider was amazing, and the donuts were addictive. Not cool.
I will pass that on.
Next time, bring the kids. Chief Chittenden.
Like Chief Kessler said, trick or treat went really well. We had no issues, no calls, anything happened in that night, so that all went well. We received our 13 portable radios from our grant that we had applied for and got approved for earlier this year. Those came in, they're all programmed, so now we just gotta get them all inventoried and handed out to the officers for use. That should take care of us for as far as in-car and portable radios. We still have just the dispatch radios to fix up by July of 2025. And then Christmas for Kids application has been put on our Facebook page. We've have started to receive a couple of applications in. Those were handed out at the county chiefs meeting as well. So there are some applications getting out there. So we have that up on the Facebook page for people to fill out and turn in. And we have started to receive a few applications. We'll see how it goes with as far as numbers and how many we can take and what we can do.
Right. And where do people to donate for that, to you, if people want to donate for the program?
Yeah, that information's out there too. They can make the checks or out to the Wauseon Area Foundation and just in the memo line, the Christmas for Kids, or they can drop it off at our office.
Question? All right. Keith?
Just a couple of updates from Thursday. Got a hold of U.S. Utilities finally Friday. The polls for the hybrid beacons are in. He was supposed to get back with me today. I just checked. Have not heard on the scheduled date to get that done, but I'm hoping that in 2 weeks it'll have us up and running. But, also today we opened up our chemical bids for 2025. They went up a little bit, but nothing outrageous. So I will be working with Lou in the next couple of days so that we can get those awarded and those contracts signed off. Also, all the paperwork has been signed with ODOT for the Fulton Street resurfacing. Working with our engineers now to get that the preliminary drawings in so that we can start that timetable. And that is the only.
All I want to say is I went by Biddle Park and seen all that corn fodder on. What a mess, and I want to know if Martin is still with us after seeing it.
He's actually buried underneath the corn.
I'm wondering, that is such a mess.
Yeah,
in
it
the
looked like a
dugouts,
corn
it's almost
mess.
the height of the dugout. I just couldn't believe it.
It looked like a combine exploded in the middle
Yes.
of Biddle Park and everything went everywhere. So once the wind dies down, we will work on it. We're not gonna start tearing into it until it
And then it
makes
rains,
sense to. Yeah.
so then now it's heavy, but it's heavy now. Oh, it was a mess. I've never seen it that bad.
But what they did is when they chopped it, that broke it down.
On that day, as it
Yes.
was 90-mile-an-hour winds, I mean, that was,
Yeah,
I'm
they dug it
exaggerating,
in.
35, but
Yeah.
you could see it just, it wasn't even touching the ground, and it's just a mess. I felt so bad for them. Thank you. Any other questions?
Do we order salt or not yet?
Yep.
Everything good?
We're all of our bins are full. We filled them up after the last.
Okay.
So,
Hopefully we won't need any.
but the salt contracts came in almost the same price as what we got last year. So
It's a good deal.
we're good. We have 800 ton on site, and we have another 800 ton available if we need it.
I had one question. What is the timeline for the feasibility study?
They are, right now, he is I just sent the surveys that I've got back to him. We're still trying to get some more surveys because we sent them out and I've only received 7
How many did you send?
to everybody.
Oh.
So,
4 from Marvin.
yeah.
And I set mine separate. So mine.
Yeah, Phil's sending his in, so I'm not sure how many, but
PDF form.
We're
Like 8 of them. But that's
Oh,
just
you
my
sent
department.
directly to
Yeah.
them.
I sent mine in, but I would say almost every question really was not, for me
Right, and-
to say. Do you know what I'm saying?
it was a 5-page document, and I'm sure a lot of people looked at it and said, oh no,
Yeah.
not me. So, yeah, if you can,
I'll be honest.
and you don't need to fill out every question, but the stuff that pertains to you, it would be nice to have the input to get back. So we're gonna be, I'm gonna be sending out a reminder to get them back to me Thursday, because he'd like to have them by Friday so that they can get that implemented and come back and start on that. But he was hoping, sir, that once he gets everything done, it should take about 60 to 90 days to have a finished product.
Okay. Thank you.
Mhm.
Jamie?
So our open enrollment for insurance started today. It'll end next Friday, and we will be having 3 meetings next week. I heard back from the auditor again today. Just had one final question, so that final audit should be coming back soon. And then I sent out the October month-end reports. The income tax revenue, it looks like we're down 5.75 from where we were last year. I did do a quick little calculation, and our withholding tax is doing steady. We're ahead from where we were last year. It's our business revenue that is down, so possibly some businesses aren't doing as well this year as they were last year. But we're still looking like we're going to hit our estimated revenue for the year, so it looks fine. And that's all I got.
So, 'tis the season for legislation. We have 3 pieces of legislation for the police, the union contracts, and then another one for the indigent contract, and we'll have more of our annual stuff on the way. These are all first reads, they're not emergency reads since we're earlier in the season than we normally are. So we'll see how we do, and we want to make sure they're all in effect by the first of the year. I think we can do that through 2 reads and a suspension maybe, or maybe emergency next time. We'll just figure that out. But we do have, the normal year-end resolutions that will be popping up, insurance and that sort of stuff. We are finishing up actually for the revolving loan fund for the loan for the folks who are going to be reworking the old bank building. Is that, I don't know what state.
It was a People's Bank.
People's
wasn't
Bank.
it?
Bank on the corner.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what it was before that. I was little. Been around for a while.
Yeah, so that'll be moving along, working with Trish on some tax stuff, and still working on my homework for Brandon. I haven't forgotten, I'm working on it. Yeah, trick or treat, our folks out there, 4 staff members, they were robbers.
Bless you.
4 robbers. I was, someone was a police officer, sort of dressed like a police officer. And one of our robbers, whose name I won't mention, Kayla Baker, decided that occasionally she would, as robbers do, take something out of the kids'
Oh, cute.
candy bags, and you should have seen the looks on the kids' faces when she did that. Precious. She did put it back each time, just so you know. But there were just a lot of people, a lot of kids out.
They said it was packed more than what last year was.
Certainly, yeah. The weather was much better.
Darth Vader, the police officer, was around as well.
Yeah.
It was fun.
So that's all I have. Brandon, any questions?
Not yet.
You study all week trying to find something.
That's right.
Okay, let's move on to legislation. Under first reading, we have Resolution 2024-30, a resolution authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement with the Ohio Patrolmen's Benevolent Association Patrol Officers Union.
So moved.
Second.
Motion to place resolution 2024-30 on first reading moved by Counselor Chamberlain and seconded by Counselor Tiarena. Any discussion? Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
Counselor Tiarena?
Yes.
Counselor Heising?
Yes.
Counselor Simon?
Yes.
Counselor Schneider?
Yes.
Council President Stickley?
Yes.
6 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Okay, and under first reading B, Resolution 2024-31, a resolution authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement with the Ohio Patrolmen's Benevolent Association Command Officers Union.
I will make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion to place resolution 2024-31 on first reading moved by Counselor Heising and seconded by Counselor Schneider. Any discussion? Counselor Heising?
Yes.
Counselor Schneider?
Yes.
Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
Counselor Simon?
Yes.
Counselor Tiarena?
Yes.
Council President Stickley?
Yes.
6 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Okay, under C, first reading on Resolution 2024-32 is a resolution authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement with the Ohio Patrolmen's Benevolent Association's Records Technicians and Full-Time Dispatchers Union.
So moved.
I'll second.
Motion to place resolution 2024-32 on first reading moved by Council President Stickley and seconded by Counselor Simon. Any discussion? Council President Stickley?
Yes.
Counselor Simon?
Yes.
Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
Counselor Heising?
Yes.
Counselor Tiarena?
Yes.
Counselor Schneider?
Yes.
6 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Okay, under first reading D, Resolution 2024-33 is a resolution authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement for indigent defense services in county court with the Fulton County Commissioners.
So moved.
Second.
Motion to place resolution 2024-33 on first reading moved by Counselor Chamberlain and seconded by Counselor Schneider. Any discussion? Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
Counselor Schneider?
Yes.
Counselor Heising?
Yes.
Counselor Simon?
Yes.
Counselor Tiarena?
Yes.
Council President Stickley?
Yes.
6 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Okay, we have nothing under the second reading. Under third reading, A, Resolution 2024-29, clinical affiliation agreement between Rhodes State College and the City of Wauseon Fire Department.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
There we go.
Motion to place resolution 2024-29 on third reading moved by Counselor Tiarena and seconded by Counselor Simon. Any discussion? Counselor Tiarena?
Yes.
Counselor Simon?
Yes.
Counselor Heising?
Yes.
Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
Counselor Schneider?
Yes.
Council President Stickley?
Yes.
6 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
There you go, go get them. Under new business, we need a motion to authorize the mayor or her designee to accept the undivided local government fund amount allotted by the city.
It's an easy one. I will move on that.
Second.
Motion to authorize the mayor or her designee to accept the undivided local government fund amount allotted to the city moved by Counselor Heising and seconded by Counselor Chamberlain. Any discussion? Counselor Heising?
Yes.
Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
Counselor Simon?
Yes.
Counselor Tiarena?
Yes.
Counselor Schneider?
Yes.
Council President Stickley?
Yes.
6 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
The only thing I have under old business was to ask council if they are planning on being in the parade on the 23rd of November. This is the weekend before Thanksgiving, because Thanksgiving is running late. It's on the 29th, and there are a lot of things going on that weekend before, so we opted to go the 23rd. Before Thanksgiving, we're having Christmas parade.
What time is that?
It would be at 7, I think, it begins. But just to see if council's willing to get in down. They have not announced the Ohio State-Indiana game yet for that day, so maybe a little tricky. But
We usually do it, and my kids enjoy
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
It is
mine
fun.
too.
We can live stream it.
there you go.
There you go.
Okay. So I did my due diligence, so someone just, will get you guys signed up for that. Okay, anything else under old business?
I got one thing under old business, well, I can do it, or new business. My son, my oldest son, Jeff Zimmerman, Chief Master Sergeant, Air National Guard and United States Air Force,
retired yesterday with honors and a whole bunch of things, so. 38 years.
Wow.
That's amazing.
That's awesome.
Good for him. You're pretty
Congratulations to
proud,
him.
aren't you?
I am.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that with everyone. That's pretty cool. Okay, we'll need a motion to approve the bills.
So moved.
Boy, you're fast tonight.
Got practice good too.
Who's the second? Steven.
He's
I made a motion.
all over everything.
Motion
I can't even write this fast.
motion to approve and pay the bills as presented, moved by Counselor Schneider, or Chamberlain, and seconded by Counselor Schneider. Any discussion? Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
Counselor Schneider?
Yes.
Counselor Heising?
Yes.
Counselor Simon?
Yes.
Counselor Tiarena?
Yes.
Council President Stickley?
Yes.
6 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Okay, then I just need a motion to go into an executive session for the purpose of considering the appointment, employment, dismissal, discipline, promotion, demotion, and compensation of a public employee or official. I said that very quickly.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Motion to enter into executive session, moved by Council President Stickley and seconded by Councilor Heising. Any discussion? Council President Stickley?
Yes.
Councilor Heising?
Yes.
Councilor Chamberlain?
Yes.
Councilor Simon?
Yes.
Councilor Tiarena?
Yes.
Councilor Schneider?
Yes.
6 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Ask Keith and Tom to stay in.